Chelsey Renee, it has been 3.5 years since I came in to see you at work. I'm so glad I finally got the courage to ask you for your number.
Took long.
But I'm extremely glad you didn't tell me to get lost after you waited 2 hours after your shift was over for me to ask you. Since then, I've gotten to know you, or know how amazing you are, how big of a heart you have for your family, friends, and your 2 sons, Hudson and Isaiah. You know, your mom texted me a few years ago that you are strong-willed and you are worth the wait. And if you ever gave your heart to me, it'll be mine forever. Well, your mom was right, because you were worth the wait. And now here we are, 3.5 years later, and I get to marry you, the most beautiful girl in the world. Chelsey Renee, I choose you to spend the rest of my life with, simply because of who you are, a loving, caring, understanding woman, a woman that is beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. I promise to be your light in the darkness of times, your happiness in times of sorrow, and your shoulder to cry on in times of grief. I promise to be the man you fell in love with, the man that strives to be the best possible person of himself for you. I promise to protect you and Hud. I promise to always be there for you and to listen to you. I promise to take care of you when you're sick and give you long back rubs till you fall asleep.
Every night?
Yes. I promise to be the best stepdad to Hudson and to show him how to be a strong man and to always be a gentleman. But most importantly, Chelsey, I promise to be yours until the day we die. I love you, Chelsey.
Jeremy, when I first met you, I was lost in trying to find my way back from the worst time of my life. If I'm being honest, I had lost faith in almost everything I'd ever known. I started to believe somehow I deserved what I had been through. Happiness was only something of my past to be remembered, and even God himself had abandoned me. Then out of nowhere, the most stubborn man walked into my life and wouldn't listen to any of my excuses. And you've proven me that all of that was wrong in every way possible. You have always pursued me to the fullest, and I never understood how a man as loving and sweet as you could have the audacity to want someone like me. Yet you never ceased in your effort to get us to exactly where we are today. I now thank God every day that you are the stubborn man you are, and I know God had to be who brought you into my life, because you are exactly what I needed, and more than I could have ever hoped for. Now there isn't a day that goes by that you and the boys don't put a smile on my face. I can honestly say the way you love me and Hudson astonishes me daily. I truly wish I could stand up here before everyone today and promise you a perfect life. But even though you have way more years of experience, I've lived through enough life to know that that's just not the reality. What I can promise you is I promise when hard times come, I will always be by your side. I promise even when I'm irritated with you, I'll still tell you an annoying amount of times I love you, even if it's one after the other. I promise to always be faithful. I promise to always try my best to make our home a safe haven for us and the boys. I promise to be the best stepmom I can be for Draven. I promise to always bring sarcasm to any situation. I promise to give this marriage my absolute best. But most importantly, I promise to choose to love you and continually choose you daily for the rest of my life. I love you, babe. And I guess you finally won the argument of who's more stubborn.